should be live. It should be live. If I reset here, what? There's 5 people waiting.
Okay, it's my mother
Super.
and Diana, maybe.
But why isn't it live yet? Let's see. We're live. We're live. Hey, vamos.
Hey, vamos,
Hey. But
vamos.
wait a minute. But wait a minute. The internet is kind of.
Shit.
I think so. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. But let's see. Vamos. Yo, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope the internet is working well. And I hope you all can hear me. I guess you could. Yes, we're live. I see it. Okay. Hey, man. What's up? We are live and direct from Nuremberg. I'm gonna put the camera, the big camera on. There we go. So this is Sylvia Harris. She's an incredible, incredible, incredible artiste. Yes, incredible artiste. And I want to thank everybody that's been tuning in, rocking with me on this local live stream tour. It's a very cool thing that we're doing. Shout out to Sylvia's mom, Karen. She is super cool. She just had a birthday. Hello. And I met Sylvia about, actually, it's going to be 7 years ago. I first came to Europe in 2018. Okay? I'm getting old. You know what I mean? And shout out my brother Edo G, who gave me my opportunity to come to Europe. And since then, I've established and created some very cool relationships and some very cool met some very cool people. This is one of them. She would be at a lot of hip hop shows and always has like different paintings that she did for people, for different artists. And she one day offered to create a painting of me, and I was like, nah. How about if you made first? I was like, nah. How about if you made one of my mother? So and it turned into like a whole family portrait that she did, which is hanging up in my mother's house right now. Hi, mom. Show mommy. And hey, it was so cool. It was such a great gift that she gifted me, and yeah. So that's what we got. So anyhow, I came up with the concept and idea for the Nuremberg session because I was like, yo, the world needs to see her amazing work, you know, in real time, because she's the real deal. So this is what we're doing today. We're making a live painting. Well, not we. She's making a live painting of one of my favorite artists of all time, Big Daddy Kane. Okay, and that's what we're doing. All right. Then I have my man Galv. It's my main man, Galv, coming up, and I have damn, I'm checking like WhatsApp messages at the same time. I'm multitasking. That's me. So anyway, I'm just checking the WhatsApp because I'm waiting for Galv to tell me when he's here. Mad rush when they get here. But we're in a really cool like cigar lounge, just like top notch, and that's what we doing. Live painting. We got Mad Rush and Funk coming up. We're going to get into the history of Nuremberg hip hop, how it was back in the '90s. And we got my main man Golf. Golf is really representing. He's from more like the Baden-Württemberg, as they say. If I hope I pronounced that correctly. But he moved to Nuremberg, and he's been making a lot of moves. This is a guy I have a lot of love and respect for. Sometimes people in the music they get a little funny, but I like to keep it humble and cool because it's better that way. And he's one of the guys that's humble and cool. That's my main man. So I invite him to come up, have some wine, and chop it up and kick it, and do a little. We're gonna do a small little performance in here. Just something very intimate to the people that care. Shout out to my main man Al. I see you. You always showing love. Shout out to my main man Wiggs, OBK, and it's crazy. Yeah, from Rottweil. He's from Galf is from how you say it? Rot Rottweil, 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 Rottweil. Yeah, that's where Galf is from. That's where the Rottweilers come from too. All right, so we just gonna wait a little bit. I'm working on this album. I'm gonna pop up this my Reason program. I hope it works here. I don't have a freaking keyboard, unfortunately. Let me see. Let me set this up. We doing this all in real time. We doing this all in real time. So let me add. All right, let me switch it up a little bit. So we going to watch Sylvie do some work there. This is the multicam, right? But I'm gonna have to make another. That's where my guests are gonna sit. Okay. I'm telling you, I got a cool little setup here, and this is me. Hello. But I'm gonna actually make another scene. You know what I'm saying? We've become pros at this OBS thing, or we getting better and better each time. So let's make a duplicate and call it with beats. So unfortunately, I don't have my keyboard, the keyboard where I make the beats. So I'm just gonna skim through some stuff. Let's see what I can muster up. So what do I have to add? I have to add a. Is it a screen capture? I'm not sure. But let's see. I have to open up Reason, which I have. You know how I can tell? Right here. Let me see. Reason beat making. Okay. I'm gonna just go to this right here. I got this one here. Let's do it. So what do I have to add? I have to add. Let's do it. So I'm not sure. Let's open up. This joint is so hot. Macchiatos in the morning. So this album that I'm doing right now, it's called it's a new album that I'm dropping. It's called Good Wine, right? Good Wine and Conversation. And the whole theme of the album, I was trying to drop it for Valentine's Day, but I don't think that's gonna be possible because I'm running around like crazy. I don't. Sylvia's laughing because I was trying to drop it for Valentine's Day, but yeah, alles gut, alles gut. Yeah, that's how the Germans they say. Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, macchiatos in the morning is one of the joints, but I don't know. I don't hear anything. I was trying to drop a Valentine's Day, but preferences, audio. Yeah, it should be coming through the MacBook speakers. Yeah, so anyway, macchiatos in the morning is one of the joints, but I don't hear anything. Here we go. But this is the rough version of it, okay? This is the rough version of it. Actually, can you guys tell me? Make sure everything is. You guys can hear Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. It's gonna be nice. This beat is so hot right here. So can I say what the concept of this album is, right? Let me stop it. The concept of this album is like this. Imagine you went out on a date, okay? You went out on a date with a female, or you're about to go out on a date, and yeah, I bet I'm getting playback. Yeah, let me mute that. If I was giving you guys feedback, I'm sorry about that. Sorry. Yo, so check this out. Oh, I got this camera running too. Hey, this is hip hop, so you know everything is a little. Sometimes it's a little disorganized, but so this album, let me tell you about it. Good Wine and Conversations. This bad boy right here. Imagine that you went out on a date. You were going out on a date with a female or male, if that's your thing, doesn't matter. the idea is that here we go. So the idea and the concept is that every song is titled like has very cool titles, right? So the first song, I believe I called it The Ride. Okay, so when it starts, you hear, the car starting, and then drive in, and the door picks up, door slams, the girl gets inside, and you're riding, right? You're driving to the restaurant, right? Then the next song, it's called The Wine is Fine because you order some wine. So it's like a whole date. And the idea is that there's side A and side B. You want to make it to side B, right? Because the end of side A, the last song is called, damn, what the hell did I call it? I think Good Night Kiss or something like that. That's the last song on side A. If your date finished early, then you got the Good Night Kiss, and then you drive off home. But if your date is going to get better, then you make it to side B, and that song is called A Nightcap. You see where I'm going with this? So that means, vamos. So that means you made it inside the house to side B, Nightcap. And the song that I just played for you right now, okay, if you got to this last song, is called Macchiatos in the Morning. That means you made it to the whole night. And you finished off the date the next morning with your young lady and whoever. So that's what the whole concept of the album is. So let me see if I can continue playing. Yeah, this is Macchiatos in the Morning, but this is the rough version. I have another version that's already mixed in. Yeah. I was supposed to work on some other stuff right here, but unfortunately, this is hip hop, so I didn't have the portable keyboard with me. But we improvising and we're gonna make everything work. But what I'd like to do is put the camera on Sylvia Harris so that we can see what it is that she's doing, and this is looking like something. So, Sylvia, can I get you to take this microphone for one moment, please? You can stand by the painting.
Okay.
Einen Moment.
Was
Okay.
soll ich sagen?
So wait a minute.
Was soll ich sagen? Was soll
Einen
ich
Moment.
sagen?
Einen Moment.
Microphone checker.
Right. Okay. So what is the technique that you're doing? What is that? Chalk?
This is acryl painting.
Okay.
It's only a brush because I don't need some. What do you miss?
She's a very.
Ich brauche bloß brush.
She's a very funny.
And a canvas.
She's a very
and
funny one.
A photo, and that's all.
Alice.
Yeah, Alice.
Alice. Okay.
Alice.
And you said something very interesting to me before about, because you're from Eastern Germany.
I'm from East Germany.
East Germany.
Not Eastern.
I mean, East. Okay, but which part
Germany.
specifically?
Hoyerswerda.
Hoyerswerda.
Yeah.
That's a nice place, I heard.
Sachsen, Brandenburg.
Oh, Saxon. Okay.
I'm original.
All right. So when you grew up over there, you really didn't hear so much hip hop.
No, nothing.
No hip hop.
No, nothing. No.
Nine.
No, because I'm very old. Okay.
Okay. You look very young, but go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
So
thank you. My grandchild's birthday is tomorrow.
Super.
He's got 10. Okay, it's the youngest one. The other got 14. So,
and
I'm an old one.
9. Okay, so you discovered hip hop 20 years old or something, or?
No, it's 30 years, I think. 33? 33?
First time you heard hip hop.
Yeah.
And then that's crazy. No,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I said I'm old.
Hey, alles gut. So wait a minute. Okay. So you heard. So you discovered the hip hop, and you said that your first CD that you bought was
Big Daddy Kane.
That's crazy.
Because it was nothing available. It was so hard for me to find some good CDs to buy something.
That's crazy.
You know, you got vinyls, but not all of the CDs.
And the album that you bought was Daddy's Home, I think.
Yeah,
right? Okay.
Daddy's Home.
That's like his third album. No,
Yeah.
that was like his fourth album.
Yeah, sorry.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that was his fourth
Sorry.
album. Yeah. Well, no, that's okay. Because for me growing up, Big Daddy, and I don't mean to take you away from what you're doing, but it looks like you're doing a great job. But Big Daddy Kane growing up was one of my favorite rappers of all time. Like when I was a young one. He had the flat top, and just looking at him was like a superhero. You
Yeah.
know, growing up.
Yeah.
And his second album was also incredible.
And he's still looking good.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Kane is the man. And you know, I have a song with Big Daddy Kane. I have a song with Big Daddy Kane, which is
Vamos.
Vamos. It's very
Vamos.
incredible for me, and it's you know.
Vamos.
So it's great. It's that you have a painting of Big Daddy Kane because Kane means a whole lot to me, and it's also very symbolic for you because it's your first hip hop
Yes.
CD.
It was my first hip hop CD.
All right, well, we're gonna make sure that Kane gets this photo, like this painting.
Yeah, you have to sign it up.
For sure. I'm
But
gonna
I
make
think
sure.
he keep it.
He might keep it, and he
Ah.
should. But as long as you get the as
I
long as
don't
you get the
it.
picture,
I don't get it back.
it's okay. Egal. As long as you get the picture
Yeah.
with him holding it, and
Okay.
I'm gonna work
yeah.
to make this happen.
That's enough
Okay,
for me.
so vamos back to work.
Vamos.
Vamos back to work. We wait for our guests to get here. While we wait for our guests, have you guys checked any of the local live stream events that have been taking place? Let me know. And one more thing, everybody that's there tuning in, make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure that if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe because it's very important. Muy importante, okay? So, let's see. I'm waiting for my boys to respond and still nothing. All right, so what can we get into now? This is a little bit, you know what? we're going to just improvise. While we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just perform something, sitting here on the sofa, relaxing. Let's see.
1, 2.
Yeah. Project Living. While we
Shit,
wait,
I
you
learned
know?
a whole lot coming up out of there.
Yeah.
Now here's a little something that
Needs to be heard.
Oh,
we got visitors. Start out with much, but I made it happen. 90s in the gun clapping. We got visitors. It's a grind where everybody's trying to eat. I'm from the project, so I got the hunger for more. Night Houses, Ruckus Projects to be exact. We got visitors now. We got visitors. So hold on, I gotta stop this music. Alright, a moment. Alright, I had to stop the music for a minute because we got our first guest, I think, coming through. But this is one of my favorite songs. This one right here. That's them. They coming up. One of them. Which one's Galv? Yeah. Yo, they say pressure bust pipes, I crush mics. I'm known to incite the competition with the words of a sight. Watch me take flight to another level, different stratosphere. Raised in the ghetto, but I finally made it out of there. Now don't get it confused, cause I can move in and out of any circle. Yeah, your boy he can cruise, comfortable in any circumstance. Gotta keep cool, life is like a chess game. Either you win or you lose. Puff, puff, pass, pour another glass, cause we winning. Been grinding for years, but this is only the beginning. I live a fast life with a little bit of sinning. Making moves, praying that the Lord is forgiving. If not, it's dark and hell's hot. You only get one shot, so I'ma make it count and take it to the top. In the field, going hard, posted on the block. Put your hand in hand like we was selling rock. Get this money and cake off. Finally, the hard work is starting to pay off. Alright, look, I'm just killing some time right there because first guest just arrived in the building. You know, that joint right there is from my docu album, Hello, My Name is Focus. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out. Make sure you leave a comment. It's a very, very great body of work. And that's what we got. But right now we got our guests in the building. Yeah, they right here. You guys can talk loud because we don't hear you, so don't worry. Alles gut. yeah. So our first guests are here, which is great. And that song right there is one of my favorites. It's called Take Flight. It's featuring Magic Mess. Magic Mess is a problem. That's my guy. Represent Vitten. And the original version on the docu album doesn't actually have a chorus. It's produced by Raz One. Raz One is a beast. We're actually working on a project. I swear I'm working on like 12 projects. Uh, Shout out to my man Raz One out in Berlin. I'll be up there in like a few weeks, 2 weeks I think. I'm gonna go check out. Shout out to Figo Broxlevich. He has a very cool pop-up shop happening right now in Berlin, Germany. I'll be swinging through there as well. And shout out to my man Maximum One, who is from Offenburg, Germany, but now living in Berlin. So that's what we got. So let's take a look at what we have so far here. As you can see, it's looking good. Um, you see the wine on the table, and you see, I guess there's some ice skating or something that's taking place there. We like in the center, right? We like in the center. And yeah, our first guests are here. We're gonna really learn more about this Nuremberg hip hop scene. You know what it was like, and bada bing, bada boom, y'all. Let me see. What else can I play? Can I play something else for y'all real quick? Let me see. Let me play something else real quick. This is a beat I was working on. Let's see. But I really didn't finish it. I really didn't finish it. And I don't hear anything playing. Hmm. The output, I don't know. All right, we're going to stop that because I couldn't hear if it was playing or not. Let's see. All right, so who's ready? Who's ready for some I hope you guys are drinking wine cuz I am. But yeah, I want to know who's ready for my main man Galv. Let's see. Is this playing? Yeah, I got the crazy MacGyver setup over here. If you could only see. Crazy MacGyver setup. All right, let's see. Hold on. All right, so who's ready? Who's ready for some? All right. So, Luxembourg. Shout out to Luxembourg. It was incredible. Yes, my brothers. Come on in. Come on in. Hold on, guys. We're going to set this up. Yes, yes, yo. Yeah, I got the crazy MacGyver setup over here. Man, yes, sir. Yo, can you guys squeeze in somehow here without knocking this one out? So, if y'all pass through here, Luxembourg, shout out to Luxembourg. It was incredible. Actually, you know what? Don't worry about it. Yes, my brothers. Come on in. Come on in. Hold on, guys. We're going to set this up. Symphony? Cowboy Symphony. Yeah, that's a good guess. Symphony. Yeah, you can sit there. So, yo, do you guys mind? You have to share the mic a little bit because I got two. So let's see. Let me see. Let's see what we got here. All right. So this is like my. There we go. Yeah, improvising, baby. Making it all work. Yes, sir. I'm the moment, as they say. All right. So let me just switch this one to me. Yeah, this is fire. All right. So let's see here. We're gonna put. Let me see. Let me make sure I got this. Hold on, I'm trying to get this set up. Why is this not? Hold on. Ah, okay. This is what I gotta do. Hold on, I gotta move. I'm on my MacGyver stuff right now. And here, there we go. We got it. All right, man. So, party people in the place to be, man. We just got our first round of guests in the building, man. You guys introduce yourselves. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Can you turn the microphone on? My bad.
Here we go.
There we go. So y'all can
Technical
introduce y'all.
difficulties resolved.
I always say this is hip hop, bro. This is hip hop. So you know.
That's how we do it. Spontaneous activation and combustion.
You know it. All right, man. So why don't you introduce yourselves to the people?
Yeah, my name is D Funk. One leg of NATO, I would say. And if in case y'all asking what D Funk means, it's devastating power holding unique negotiating knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Just to make it clear. So, you know, keeping it real out there. So,
Yes.
and my man next to me, he can introduce himself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, party people's Matt Rush. I just, the other half of NATO, I guess.
So,
Yeah.
so NATO. What is NATO?
That's never attack the originals, never against the odds.
Exactly. Just doing things the way it needs to be done, keeping it authentic, being genuine about what you do, what you say, none of that bouginess, none of the fake. So that's what NATO is.
And this came about. So this was a group of how many people were involved?
I mean, it's ciphers within ciphers. So
Okay.
NATO is my man Rush over here, myself, plus one of our main DJs and confidants, DJ Fast. Shout out to Fast, he's one of our main producers
Okay.
and stuff. And that's kind of like NATO. Of course, NATO is part of a larger cipher, which is the New Age, Nations of Original Authentic Global Effect.
Okay.
So because, shout out to all the generals of New Age, it's multiple ones, and they all spread out now across, various vicinities of the earth.
Okay.
So,
That's that.
but,
like
yeah,
that.
we still hold it down,
Yes,
a
sir.
true cipher can never be broken, so.
That's a fact. So, are you originally from Germany, or where you guys originally from?
Well, we're all universal soldiers, but but I'm definitely mixed. I'm half German, half American. So German side is actually right around us. This
Okay.
joint right around Nuremberg, and on the American side, I'm from Lower Jersey, so close to
Okay.
Philly.
Okay.
That's why fly equals fly. Damn it!
Yeah.
And we
East
gotta
Coast in
beat the
house.
damn Chiefs this damn weekend in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the Eagles. I'm from New York, but I'm gonna go for the
That's
Eagles.
close
You know what I'm
enough.
saying?
You close.
I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And Man Rush, what about you? You originally from?
I'm from Planet Marduk. Nah, serious. Like, my dad used to be, like, basically working for all these military institutions and shit
Okay.
like that. So we winded up moving a whole lot in my youth, like, for the UK government, also for the US. And, yeah, winded up in 92 in Nuremberg.
Okay.
My mom's Dutch. Grew up in an Iranian household. It's, like, a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot, man. But basically, I've been blessed in life, man. Seen a whole lot. Very interracial family.
That's a beautiful
And
thing.
we all stranded in Nuremberg like around 92, 93.
And in 92, 93, what's the hip hop scene like in 92, 93?
Nothing. I consider us like Generation 2. Like,
Okay.
if you look at Nuremberg, man, it was a bunch of brothers holding it down.
From
From
not-
Nuremberg, from the United States, but
From-
being
so-
stationed over here.
So
and
they
then,
were
you know,
U.S. just so,
exactly,
'cause-
couple of Article 15s. And
so just so people understand, like Nuremberg was a main place for
yes,
like the
yes,
U.S.
Yes,
They had
yes,
bases
yes,
here,
yes,
base here.
mad
and-
bases, man. Yeah.
Okay, so it was basically like the U.S. soldiers that
Yeah.
kind of bought the hip hop.
I would say 100%. 100%. Anybody in Germany who denies that shit is a liar, man.
Okay,
100%. Like, everything that came over here is definitely U.S. infiltrated.
so
100%.
92, 93 at this time, who's like the big?
The
German-
Turkish dudes, yo. The Turkish dudes were like, they had us by a decade, though. Like Karakan,
So these were
Cartel, like they were the first ones out of Nuremberg with real releases and shit. Like
Really?
in Turkey, man. Yeah, they was holding
but
it
they
down.
were rapping in Turkish.
They were rapping in Turkish, though. But you got to give, if you consider Nuremberg, I would say like 100% the Turkish dudes, yo.
Wow.
They was holding it down like 92, 91, the first producers, all that shit.
Wow.
Like they was holding it down, man. Of course, in their own territory. I
Yep.
think Cartel was like one of the biggest Turkish pop / hip hop groups that ever made it over there from Nuremberg. And yeah, but that'd be it. And the infrastructure back then, you got to imagine, like, we had the first German hip hop show in Nuremberg, like Ghetto Blaster. It's like the oldest.
Really?
Yeah, it used to be the oldest. They killed that shit. And Yeah, it was a lot going on, but just labor wise or infrastructure wise, nada.
It didn't exist.
It didn't
But
exist.
what about in '92? What German rappers were big at this time? Was
None.
it like
None.
So wait a minute. When did like let's say, because I was having a conversation with somebody and they was telling me like the different generations, like they were saying that like they made the comparison that Cedo is like the Jay-Z of Germany. I mean, you know,
I get it. I get it.
We're gonna make the comparisons, but they were saying that he wasn't the first. Like before that.
Before
like
that, like in the,
Torch.
let me tell you something. Like before that, like if you look at Torch or Advanced Chemistry, they like the Steve Twins. They like the Godfathers.
Shout out to Steve
Shout out
Twins.
to
Shout
them.
out to my
Shout
man
out to
Torch.
Martin. Yeah. I just seen Martin last summer. Yeah, but they like
They
the
w-
originators. They like the
Okay.
originatbecause when it comes to German shit, definitely.
Because they
But-
were rapping in German. 'cause they
Exactly,
were-
and they had the background. Very important. They had the
Okay.
background. So they were multicultural. They had all these Turkish, African. I think Torch is Haitian.
Haitian,
Like
half
yeah,
Haitian.
they had all that. You feel me? Similar to Nuremberg. Very similar to Nuremberg. And then you had Frankfurt, D-Flame and them, Asiatic Warriors. Yeah,
So
Rödelheim,
is
they did
this
their
all
thing.
in the same time as like with Lockman's crew, the Coltsfeld, I don't know, Coltsfeld and Jakob? Is that before, after?
That was way before that.
so
that was
so
way
these
before
guys,
that.
so Torch and these guys, that's the first
That's like I would consider like the
first big.
originators of German
right.
hip hop, definitely.
Okay.
But you got to understand, like to a certain degree, like in the '90s, the shit was like living in two different worlds. Like what we was doing in English, there was barely any contact with the German hip hop scene. But that was due to the fact, like if you look at all these big groups from Stuttgart back then, those were middle class German kids. They never went through what we went through. They ain't got none of that experience we had. Like we looked at that shit like goofy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man. Like we was looking at German hip hop. I say till 2000, except for a couple of dudes like Stevens and them. We was looking at that shit like a disgrace.
wasn't it?
A disgrace. I ain't gonna lie. Especially if you speak both tongues. That shit. And Nuremberg, we had some good MCs in German too. So we was like, yo, them cats supposed to be on. Like, why is this goofy shit on TV?
So was NATO rapping in English?
Yeah, always. So,
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
you guys don't have, but you guys can also speak German fluently.
Yeah,
Natürlich.
exactly.
Yeah, 'cause you guys don't have-
Selbstverständlich.
Because you guys have like no accent. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
none. Yeah, but that's just due to being really dual. So I mean, dual in the sense of okay, speaking English, always from birth on. You know, American father, German mother.
Okay.
I mean, that's dual. Went to both school systems, lived on both sides of the planet, and went and worked on both sides. So that's why
Okay.
I'm like fully dual lingo. Yeah.
Got it,
So it's
got
like,
it. Got it. Okay, so 92, 93, were you guys, at what point was NATO, did NATO put out vinyl, put out CDs, tapes, and stuff like that? And were you guys like
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
shows? What was that like?
No, I mean, NATO itself, the origination of NATO was later.
Okay.
So before that was actually 2002, 2002, 3 is when we created NATO and then and brought out the first product, The Twisted World, in 2005. But before that, where it all kind of started was even before New Age and everything was a One Love crew, a One Love fam.
Okay.
That was on some street shit with a couple of other brothers, other MCs that were
From
part
the
of that.
military or no?
Some
Okay.
everything. It was a whole mix of you know
Alright.
just
like
whole,
a Wu-Tang, but bigger. but bigger influence. Okay.
So
okay.
that was going on, you know, in 93, 94, 95, 96 and all that, even 97 still. So we kept that rolling for a long time. And then there was another cipher, actually called the Lethal Cipher, which was also a whole bunch of other MCs, you know, US based and some of the offsprings that from over here.
Okay.
That was like the next crew right next to us, right, running parallel. So those were the two, the One Love fam being all of us, and then the Lethal Cipher being, you know, the other crew, and everybody, we held it down.
And everybody's, but in this one, everybody's mostly rapping in English.
Yeah, that was all English.
All right, only
All
English.
English.
All right.
And stuff. And then at a certain point in time, you know how, you know, life plays a toll on a lot of people.
This is a fact.
Some people get incarcerated, some people get deported, some all kinds of shit happens. so
This
so
is true.
This is true.
But I think till we formed really NATO, man, none of the shit was serious. You feel me? We was doing other shit, man. We was just like rapping was like, you know, you do that shit while you wait on certain shit.
Okay.
You feel me?
So y'all wasn't taking it serious
No,
until
we was
I got it.
hustling. We was like basically like, you know, fake ID cards and shit. We used to steal shit from the military post, sell that shit to Germans. all sorts of shit, man. Like you name it, and the next thing you know, that I used to have this job as a bagger. You know what a bagger is? Like you put the groceries
At
in
the
the
groceries,
trunk,
yeah.
and you get like tipped off by the soldiers, man. And if there's nothing to do, next thing you know, it starts with mama jokes, and 12 bars, 16 bars. That's how we got into hip hop, though. But serious, I would say like 2003, 2005. Yeah.
And then what about? Because I had a conversation. Shout out to my main man, DJ Illegal.
Big up to Illegal,
yeah,
yo.
yeah.
Snow Goons, baby.
Yeah. This guy's he's the real deal. But I was having a conversation with Det actually, and around this time, like Det was telling me that he was kind of like there was like certain pockets that they were like the people that were doing things, and you would connect, like going to different cities and different jams. That's how. So yeah, how did you guys hear of them? How did you guys hear of them, and how did you guys connect?
I know it was around 2003, 2004. Yeah, we knew him before, but that's when we rolled up there. Exactly. It was definitely one of his
Okay.
earlier mixtapes and stuff, and we connected on that, and then from there it just took off. You know, we just kept in contact and kept it going, and we had another dude that was part of the cipher back in the day where we did a project. One of his projects was the first project we released under all the whole New Age scheme.
Okay.
And stuff, and then we were there with him as well. But then then he kind of went bougie at a certain way and went off track, and then. Well, you know, you had to be excommunicado.
Yeah,
you know?
The show must go on.
The show must go on, and that's when what Russ was saying. That's when, like 2003, we said, okay, we gotta take this way more serious because we were fiddling with it, and we said, okay, there's some serious skills here, and let's exactly, and then let's take it a couple notches up. So that's when we said, okay, well, how about we do something? We do us, connect, do NATO, boom, came up with the entire scheme with everything, with the branding itself. And said, all right, let's go. Let's start recording first album. We always had a plan in mind. It was always a trilogy that we had in mind when it came to the first three albums. And we said we was going to run this, and it was like a mad thought process. It was like you said, Planet Marduk and everything, being involved.
That's what's up. And were you guys like touring, like doing gigs throughout Germany? And did you guys even make it out of Germany because you were rapping in English?
Oh yes, of course, Germany and beyond.
And hey, I'm sorry I don't have 3 mics.
Nah,
I should
it's
have
all,
one
it's
more,
all
but
good.
we gonna make,
The thing was, like, Germany never showed us love. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like that first album dropped, and this was during MySpace.
Oh man, that was a good time, man.
And
good time.
I remember clearly because like our brothers, man, they were more focusing on the club, but we was more like, yo, I ain't the club dude. I like going to the club. Don't get me wrong, but my music just ain't for it. And we was aiming at different things. So like the first 3,000 units, man, that shit was sitting dusty, yo, on shelves, yo. That shit wasn't going nowhere.
So you had it in stores.
That shit was
everything?
going nowhere, man.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That shit was going nowhere. And the next thing you know, I think we shot the first video, and all of a sudden, through MySpace, man, these people from Czech Republic hit us up, Poland hit us up, and then that shit took off. Like we was like, I think a year later we did hip hop camp.
Oh wow.
Then that shit took off like in a. Like the minute I was already telling him like, yo, B, I'm about to quit this shit though. And then
I'm about.
But yeah, but like he was saying, but it was a journey though, even with the hip hop camp, right? Because it's like it's the struggle, this internal struggle. So what we did at first, like you were saying, shit was getting dusty. Okay, skills is definitely there. You know, we repping it, we holding it down, lyrical fitness. So we said, okay, the first time we went to the hip hop camp, we just went there on one of those undercover stealth operations. You know, like
Was you went under another name or something?
No,
or?
not under the name.
Okay, y'all was just there.
Yeah, but we
grinding.
were hustling. But yeah, we actually
Grinding.
said that we were from MTV Germany and shit like that. And and we
Hey,
got
you
up
got to
in
do
there.
what you got to
We got
do.
up
Fake
in there
it to
too.
make it.
Yeah, we was up in there. Yo,
You gotta
it
do
was
what you got to do.
and and that was just to
You gotta
connect.
do it.
That was just to connect, just to do whatever, whatever parlay a little bit. And then from there we got a couple connects. Boom, boom. Then we said, all right, we met some of the people, some of the organizers from the hip hop campus. And, we started mingling, started doing this. They said, all right, let's get us back next time. So and plus we were there, of course, hitting up some of those tents where some DJs were doing some freestyling, banging just ciphers.
And wait, I'm sorry. What year is this around?
That was
2007.
that was 2000 exactly.
So this is like
2006.
when hip hop camp kind of just started.
Exactly.
'cause
Exactly. the airfield that they had, that big old
Because
airfield.
they told me I only got to go to hip hop camp one time. I performed one time. Shout out to my main man DJ League on the Snow Goons. He gave, but it was crazy. But they told me that was in the last one that they did, which is 2019, I think.
Oh,
That was the last one, and they told me that it used to be even way more packed than what it was.
No, definite. When we was there, it was, man. I was like, 2006, like I said, was the first time we went there, and that was like us just hustling, just doing our thing, getting connected.
Not performing.
That was just except freestyling,
Grinding.
and
Yeah,
tense, right?
putting the grinding.
Hustling, grinding. Then we said, okay, let's come back 2007. There we had we were booked, with the cipher, with the biggest cipher, New Age, like on one of the side stages, kind of, right?
The hangar or one of
those little
things.
hangars,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But the funny thing on that one, which also worked out to our advantage, it was very funny, right? We were there at some time of the day, doing our thing, getting on stage. It was a few hundred in front of the stage, trying to get busy and shit. They're like, all right, feeling this. They thought, they looked at us kind of like you said, like some type of a Wu-Tang over here in Europe and shit, because it was a whole lot of different style of MCs, a lot of different flavors and everything. So it was great. And they kept on having power outages over there. The system was crashing because it was just too much juice being zapped. And while that was happening, we kept, everyone else was always stopping. Everyone was like, whatever. We just kept it going. We just kept flowing. Just kept a cappella, freestyle, and doing whatever until the power came back on. We kept on doing songs. But when this happened, the entire time, people were just coming. All of a sudden, we had like 1,500, 2,000 people in front of the damn stage.
What?
Backing all the way up, and everybody was like, they was feeling, because we kept on just live vibing, yo, and it was like dope.
So wait, you two? How many were there? You two?
It was 6 of us, yeah, exactly. So we was constantly switching on. It was crazy, and that, I guess, inspired all of them. They were like, all right, these dudes are serious. They getting busy. Then they saw what we was doing product wise. We were bringing out more products, more albums, and then and then they actually booked us the year after, on the main stage and stuff like that. So that's when we had the first NATO.
Official
on
booking,
official boom on the main stage, whatever. Everything was love. It was crazy. We was killing it. It was. I wish it would have been a little bit more later in the day, because it's hard to motivate people after they drunk off the first night. To come and be in front of the stage. But it was still enough. There was still a lot of people. We was wilding out. It was crazy and stuff. And then we kept on connecting with a whole lot of people, because you meet a mad artist back there.
Of course.
I was hollering at with Camp Low in the back. They was cruising through.
Wow.
Devin the Dude.
Tony Yayo?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Yeezy.
Yeezy. Okay, wow.
He was even inconspicuous. So
yeah, the early.
Inconspicuous. You meet so many. We met MOP back then over there and stuff.
Wow.
Building. Shout out to Bill Dance and Lil Fame, Fizzy Womack. Boom.
That's
and
love.
We kept on meeting them later also, of course, in Nuremberg at venue when we opened up for them. When they came through to Nuremberg and rocking it and shit, and it was always mad love. And we was just mad connecting from then on, just doing things, and said we got to keep this moving.
So Nuremberg is actually considered Bavaria, kind of, right? Bavaria, right? So
Yeah, Franconia.
Was Franconia?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like stay within the state.
Okay.
If you want to take it on the local
wanna
level.
get technical. So was the Bavarian rap scene ever a thing here?
I would say the Franconian was, because like you got to imagine, like in Nuremberg it was maybe like 10 people active, 10 people. Then you had another.
Wait, what do you mean 10?
Like 10 active
10?
artists, like
it.
like with outside of our cipher.
Right,
we did
right.
in Turkish or in German, like these cats called. In German it was Alarmstufe Rot, and Orkan Ghazi, Shamrock, Lansing was later. But yeah, those were like the low society. Tilo, shout out to Tilo. Yeah, they done did their thing, and then of course you had Bamberg. Bamberg is like 40, 50 Ks. You had the fixer up there. We did all the recording in Bamberg, because Nuremberg just had these heavy metal studios and shit. So the first album, yeah.
So Bamberg is outside of Nuremberg.
Yeah,
kind of.
But Bamberg, like a lot of good producers from that is from Bamberg, from Snow Goons.
Ah, okay.
He from Bamberg. Smooth, rest in peace. Yeah,
and then let me ask you this: at the peak, what would you say was like the peak? I don't know, 3 to 5 years of like the hip hop scene in Nuremberg. Like
bubbling.
What 3 to 5 years would you say?
I would say personally, like 05 till 08. Because it was us and Automatic. Like shout out to Gurki and Ihan. they had that Berlin bus with that aggressive rap. They was holding it down. They had a lot of buzz. But you gotta understand, like outside of Nuremberg, nobody fucking knew us. It was like I was going like the hip hop people knew like the producers and shit, but we was in the UK, Sweden, Poland, Denmark, all that shit. We was like,
because you guys were rapping in English,
exactly.
so that kind of
in
gives
English,
you a little
just
bit
like
of
the
advantage.
only till this day, like the only motherfucker that makes any type of noise from Germany, I would say on an international level, would be Gentleman. That's it. Any other urban shit from Germany just don't fucking work for some
But
type
what
of
about
reason.
like well, it's not hip hop, but like
Gentleman ain't hip hop either. He's like
no.
reggae dude.
But like Peter Fox and Seed in them, isn't
But
that?
they doing it in German though.
They're doing it in German.
They doing it in German. Like
Okay.
reggae wise, I would say Gentleman is the only urban artist from Germany that ever made it like on a bigger scale.
Okay. And then what about the new generation now, right? Let's say new like
From Nuremberg?
let's say new as in I don't know, from about 5 years ago, pre-COVID, pre-COVID
Yeah,
to
it's
about
pre-COVID.
like now, right? Like what who's moving and shaking, who's kind of like making you guys proud, or who's
Over here, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't follow that shit too much. For the last 5 years, I couldn't even. I would. Hey, shout out to all the new Nuremberg artists. No disrespect, I just don't follow that shit. I would say Kuchenmann. Kuchenmann is dope as fuck.
shout out to Kuchenmann.
But I don't want to put the 5-year label on him.
Right,
So shout out to you.
I get it.
Yeah, but other than that, man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't follow too much shit. Like
Okay.
True MD, yeah, my man Danny, True MD, he's doing it in English too.
Him, I think he got dreads.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
boy, man.
Him, I
yeah.
met him. I performed in Nuremberg with the promoter dude that he's not around
Alright.
anymore.
I don't know. Like he kind of. I know him as a kid. I used to date his cousin and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's way back,
Okay.
way back. So I know him ever since he yay high. But other than that, I don't really know though.
There's
It's
another
definitely a
guy
tough
that
one.
I met. Another guy that Biko. His name is Biko. And there's these other guys. I think they organize events. Les Wang or something like that. Les Wang. Or Les Vang. I don't know.
Could be. Like I said, but like he said, I mean,
Nah, for sure.
absolute.
You know, my whole thing is that for me as a guy from the U.S., right? So like, I came the first time in 2018, and I saw how the people react. Oh, you from New York, and it's all love.
Exactly.
I get it. I get it. But I'm like, I like to like hit the ground running, touch the people, and
Yep.
I don't care about none of that other stuff.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. I could throw my weight around crazy. I got features with everybody. I've done a lot. Trust me.
Exactly.
We got a painting of Big Daddy Kane. I got a song with Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do none of that. Because
Absolute.
I'm a fan.
Exactly.
I'm a fan, and a lot of times, sometimes I meet people out here, and music is a very the music business is an interesting thing because you have some people that you meet that they cool and you connect, and then there's
Absolute.
then the other time there's ego involved, and this one thinks you better and you this, and I don't really want to get into all that because if I I could get crazy, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I definitely.
I'd
feel
rather
that.
show love. Yeah, I'd rather show love.
Exactly.
Yo, I come to the places and I respect the land, bro. I respect the land.
True artist.
That's what we've been doing all this time, man. Like I don't, who gives a fuck if you're better
Yeah.
than me, man? I tell you one thing though, it's like I tell all these youngins, it's 50% talent and 50% how much work you put behind
I
that
think
shit.
it's
It's a lot of motherfuckers, man. They got
think it's
mad
even more hard
skills.
work
You feel me?
than-
They got skills. They can spit their ass off.
Yeah.
Till this motherfucking day, I see you in the hood, motherfucker. You still ain't got no album out. You feel me? So what the fuck done happened?
It's a
so you feel me? It's like the effort you put behind your shit, man.
it's a business.
Exactly.
And like it's a business, and you really have to treat it as such. Like sometimes it's hard for me because it's like, I'm still a kid from the street, and it's hard sometimes to like be cool and
Exactly. Be the
But-
entrepreneur.
yeah, it's but you have to really. I try my best, I try my best. I keep,
Oh, absolute.
I always say, excuse my language, when I say this, but I always say, like, I tell people, like, don't get it fucked up, really, like,
yeah.
don't get it fucked up, because I like to give respect first than anything, and I want to be humble
Absolutely.
and be cool with people. That's the only thing I want to do, and
Exactly.
I'm here as a guest.
Yep.
And I don't think I'm better than anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Absolute.
Like, because I'm from New York, who
Absolute.
gives a shit? For me, what's intriguing is to see how I go to Germany, I go to Poland, I go to Czech Republic, and these people got their own thing going on.
Yep.
They don't need the U.S. And
Yeah.
for me, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
And
No,
and,
it's true.
and that's kind of like why I'm doing all of this stuff. It's not about me. It's about hip hop. It's
The
about
culture,
going
right?
to I go to these places and connect with the artists, and it's not about
Absolutely.
me. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
I'm
feel
just
that.
like a messenger.
I feel that.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And like you said, especially if you say going to Poland, going to Czech, there's a lot of crews. I mean, we was out in Poland often. We was doing tours over there. Czechivimia, peace out, big up.
That's where and you said that's Czech Republic. You said or
No, that
Poland?
was Poland.
Poland.
that
Okay.
was
Shout out
Poland.
to my man DJ 600 Volts from Poland, Warsaw. Me and my man have a good album coming out. It's crazy, but yeah, Poland scene is crazy.
It's crazy, yo. And even in Czech, it's crazy. And even the Switzerland, yo. We had a couple producers, natural diggers that we was dealing with, out of Switzerland. They passed us mad beats. We copped mad beats, and those they on the album. It's boom.
I think it's incredible. I think it's incredible that these artists from these different countries are doing their own thing and making their own name and can, they worked to get it to where they are. And
True.
I applaud that and I salute it. You know what I'm saying? I applaud it. And that's why I wanted to connect with you because, Sylvia told me about you and connected us. And when I was here before, we went out. It was a pleasure to meet you, and it was very interesting to hear your background and the history of Nuremberg and the hip hop scene. And that's why I reached out, because I thought it would be a great way for us to kind of connect and just put this out there so that the people could kind of
Appreciate
get
it,
some
bro.
context of what the Nuremberg hip hop scene was like and is like. You know what I mean? So have you guys been doing anything music related lately or anything
Nah,
like that?
man. I'm partial. Like, he's busy. My man TAP busy, but as for me, nah, man. I'm just not in the modus right
I
now,
got
man.
it.
I got
You're doing
my
other cool things.
I got my toy business going. I'm a father to a 3-year-old
Congrats.
son in the spectrum, so I'm busy as hell, man.
That's
but
what's up.
never say never, though. I guess.
No, that's what's up.
Most deaf. I mean, yeah, a true artist never stops. You
That's
might
correct.
you might be in the cut every now and then. Doing getting the mentals back on track where you want to be. But we started last year here and there. Doing a little bit of recording again. With somebody that didn't pop off too well. There's a little bit of issue over that way. So we're gonna recoup.
It happens.
And like I said, our main producer, DJ Fast, he gonna be getting his lab back and running. So I already told him, I said, homie, once you done with that, don't be bullshitting, because we gonna be coming through again.
That's
'Cause
right.
I got a lot of shit to say.
That's
You
right.
know, it's like,
Hey, let me tell you something. Not to cut you, but a lot of times people think because of ageism, right, in hip hop. But this is like the only genre where people, you old. Nah, bro. Nah.
exactly.
I
But-
think, in my opinion, when I was younger, I wanted to be, I got a song right now called 40-Year-Old Rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And when I was younger, I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be famous. We was in the club. We was buying the bottles. I wanted to be famous. But now I could care two shits about that. What I
Exactly.
care about is creating good art
Yep.
and connecting with people. Whether that's 10 people or 10,000
Exactly.
people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I could
And that's
definitely
the
relate.
biggest difference, I guess, because I'm more mature now.
Yep.
And I think I know I'm better in every aspect.
No, I could definitely relate to that. 'Cause when people come at us, say, you're old, you can't relate no more, you can't connect. I'll be like, nah, G, it's all about the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Correct.
First off, and second off, there's a difference between old and vintage, man. We are
Correct.
vintage, G.
Vintage.
Fine wine, baby, and it only gets better the older it gets, G.
You know
So
that. You
that's
know
what wisdom,
right.
wise words spoken,
You know that's
It's
right.
like-
You know
that's
right.
how it is. I tell people, they looking at you like, dang, all right, G,
And,
get on the level.
And you use the word vintage. I'm going to have to take this opportunity to, give a little shameless plug. But basically, I have this album. It's called the Vintage Album. Right?
There you
and
go.
I've been working on this album, no lies, like 15 years already.
And that's why it's vintage.
Yeah.
That's
But this
exactly-
album is basically a project that has an 80s and 90s sound and feel. And
Ah.
I've collaborated with artists from the 80s and 90s. So I got
Nice.
Big Daddy Kane,
Nice.
King Son, Curtis Blow, Brand
yes.
Nubian.
Yo, producer wise though, how you look at Europe? That's
I'ma be
as an American.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
Be honest with me,
bro.
because I think that's the biggest evolution.
I feel like this.
far as Europe
I
goes
feel
in general.
like this. I feel like the Europeans saw what U.S. was doing, and I could be wrong, but this is my opinion. Europeans saw what U.S. was doing, and then they went to work. And
They
in the
did,
it's like the Dream Team versus everybody, right? Dream Team kicked everybody's ass, but they started catching up. Oh man, let me see. That's Galv calling me. Hold on. I don't know if I can pick up the call, but here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna put the camera. There we go. There we go. There we go. Galv is in the building. Galv is in the building. He's coming. So what I realize is that, Europe caught up, and in some instances they kicking our ass.
Because like, as far as the beat makers go,
Oh, not
like when we started, like everybody was like even illegal and with the snow goons. Look at what happened. Bomb, they took off. JRPH7, bomb, they took off. It's like so many producers from Germany, like where I'm like, I'm proud of the motherfuckers.
Yo,
man.
there's even these guys. I forgot this dude's name. They was telling me, but he's from Zurich. That he produced for like everybody, Young Thug, Drake, all these. I just felt like the Europeans have this certain discipline, this certain level of discipline, specifically like the Germans. They have like a specific, a specific like discipline.
German engineering.
Yeah, like DJ Legal. Like this guy's like a machine. Yeah, he's a machine.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like I learned a lot from him, watching him, and he also created so many. My first real tour was with him, and that's my guy. And my first real tour in Europe was with him. It was then like 10. Well, it was like my second tour, but I saw his work ethic and what they built and what they're doing, and it's incredible. It's incredible.
That's true.
So let me ask you, what can we expect? Okay, coming for the future? Because I will say this. I know you said that maybe you're not necessarily rapping or doing stuff right now, but don't you think it's kind of important also to kind of pay it forward a little bit and kind of take some of your experience and knowledge and give it to some of the,
That's a tough one, though. That's a tough one because I look at.
Let's speak it to the mic, my brother.
That's a tough one because we didn't have nothing. That the way I look at that shit. Look, we had a couple of dudes like 5% of shit like some gods in the hood. They put us up on knowledge, but when it came to everything else, we had to do. Dude, we come from DAT cassettes, raggedy ass studios.
Understood.
Heavy metal engineer dude don't even know the bang behind the boogie, you feel me? All that shit. These kids, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's like if this would have been my time now, it's like you got the internet, you got all these opportunities, man. Like we was literally outside the club selling fucking CDs for fucking €5. You feel me?
The grind.
The grind, exactly. And that's one thing I think, like, if you combine that, like, if you take the internet and then still, like, I don't see nobody putting up stickers and posters no more. I don't see nobody, like,
Man, that's important.
like some 3D shit, you feel me?
That's
some
important.
shit that you actually see in life, not on a fucking computer screen.
That's important, bro.
But I think if you hit both levels, like the computer and the real world,
You win.
I'm too old for that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Win.
But if you young, you got that energy, you're supposed to win.
My main man Galv is in the building.
What up, Daniel?
Nah, you listen, man. You absolutely. Nah, I just think it's important.
I mean, you can give inspiration, right?
Correct.
I mean, it's all about. I mean, we do it anyway. If we represent the product that we've been doing over the past decades, we give them that. They see that. They see the videos out there that we done with the different artists we connected, so they see that. They see the genuine flavor that we be bringing and that we used to bring, and like I said, I mean, hey, never say never. True MC never stops. I mean, we maybe went into a little bit of a solitude, island of solitude, just like Superman did when he went up into the frosted Arctic area. But we coming back. It's like there's a lot of shit to be said, and I'm definitely always gonna say something. I gotta speak my mind. There's a lot of topics out there these days I gotta speak on.
And
so
it's art. At the end, it's art.
Right.
yeah, it's a art. It's an outlet. It's art, and I think that as far as like the new generation are concerned, sometimes the young. I was young once, and I was hot headed, and I was
You know it. You know
you
it.
know.
Like people be hating on that mumble rap, that and that. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
Give,
it's not for me. You feel me? Just because it's not for me, don't mean that shit is whack.
Nah, for sure.
The way I look at it, man, let the youth be the youth. You feel me?
Yes.
People come to me like,
Yes.
"Yo, Rush, you saw that goofy shit?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Look, B, like let them kids do what the fuck they want to do, man." That's the way I look at it. Who am
Yeah.
I to, if it's for my generation, yeah, I expect you to have certain knowledge about
Correct.
certain things. You feel me? But the new generation, look, man, racism ain't like that. You got all sorts of motherfuckers on the mic right now, man.
Yeah.
But my generation, I was like one of the few white motherfuckers who did that shit. Like
Mhm.
this is pre-Eminem. You feel me? So we talking like, but the mind state is like so fucking different now. I think it's much more free in their head though, and I kind of salute that though.
Yeah, I
Like
think
less rules and regulations and shit like that. It's like we live. Our generation is a code. Like everything is code. You feel me?
Mhm.
You break the code, it's like
correct.
you ain't
Yeah,
real.
Yeah. Now it's a little.
So
different.
now it's like these kids. It's like I ain't for all that drug type shit. I'll tell you that though.
Mhm.
I smoke weed, I do, but like either you sell that shit or you fucking bitch.
Right.
And now we got bitches rapping. That's the only concern I got, to be honest with you. Like.
And that's why it's important. I know you want to interject, but that's why it's important that I think, as the elder statesman, that we, like I want the young kids, keep rocking, keep grinding, but just
Absolutely.
understand that it's about putting work in. There's no real. Yeah,
Putting
your
work
words have
in,
power.
exactly, and
put
that's
the
why.
work in and work hard,
And
I
that's why
wanna see
coming
them
back
continue.
to some of the different styles, like Rush said, it's everybody can do whatever they feel like doing as long as it's something positive. Although I would appreciate and I would encourage. No,
Now we love the gangster shit.
no, that's
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah,
too.
yeah.
If it's authentic, if it's talking really about, if they've went through it and lived it, and they are reporters of what they've seen in life, that's not a problem. And I would love it if the mumble rap scene would actually start speaking more clearly, because then we would actually understand what you're saying.
But
Because I like lyricism. I like to hear what you.
For
I
sure.
want to hear you. I want to feel you. I want to see what is it that you're trying to express and tell me. The beats might be hot. That's fine. The style itself, the cadence, the rhythm might be fine. But like, I would like to understand you.
I think to the defense of the mumble rap, I think it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. That's
You
what
know,
I'm saying.
It's a vibe. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Like it's a vibe. Like I think like I'm not gonna make drill music.
Nah,
I'm not gonna make it, but I like to listen to it.
it's a vibe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. But I like to listen to it. Like I thought Pop Smoke, rest in peace, I thought he was incredible.
Yeah.
He had a
exactly.
crazy voice. My problem with the music.
He could.
Yeah,
He wanted to.
I
He
just think
could.
the problem in music is that everybody sees that, oh, this is working, I'm going to go do that.
Yes.
And so the originality. Yeah.
If you look like in general, man, it's like look at the '90s in Germany. Even like we have this phenomenon called Eurotrash. I don't know if you
Okay.
ever heard about
No.
it. Like you take an American rapper and a pop singer, and you got all these hits like "Too Unlimited" and all that crap shit. Though this was like booty ass music, and it only worked. It really, literally, only worked in fucking Europe, though.
Okay.
And that kind of blocked us because like whenever there was an option for like international music, that shit played along. But the older you get, you can't get mad at shit like that,
For
man.
sure.
It's like people choose, and most 85% is dumb, deaf, and blind. And yeah,
That's
if that's the way the ball rolls, then everybody clap and
And
let
that's
let
the
them
way it
clap, yo.
rolls.
But you just got to get your money, and that's the way I look at it. And like I said, with the youth, with the mumble rap or whatever you want to call it, it's like it's just because it ain't for me. But like I said, salute to the youth, man.
No
Y'all do
doubt,
what y'all want to
no
do.
doubt. So do you guys have any closing words or words of encouragement or anything? Because I'm all about trying to encourage and uplift people. We
Absolutely.
trying to get things on a positive. Yeah.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
Closing words is definitely whatever you out there doing as an artist. Just make sure you stay true to yourself. Stay true to your cause, to your people, to your surrounding. Be genuine about what you do. Be authentic. Be thankful. Yeah, be appreciative because
No
I mean,
doubt.
some of y'all might not know the grind, but the grind is real.
Mhm.
And just keep striving. Striving for greatness. And be positive about it. There's enough negativity in the world. No need to create more.
That's a fact.
It's about just elevation. It's pure
Yes, sir.
elevation. That's what y'all need to be doing. Elevate. Keep on rising. Fly high.
Hey, man, you heard it here first from the legends And I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time, taking
Bless.
the time to come here. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have been anywhere in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? But you here. Yeah. You know, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all the artists from Nuremberg and all the artists worldwide watching.
Big up.
You know, these guys laid down some foundation, and they said some very important things. They said the importance of putting in the work. You heard them. They was at Hip Hop Camp. For those that don't know what Hip Hop Camp is, that was a very cool festival that took place in Czech Republic, and they was passing out flyers and connecting. You got to do that work, guys. It's very important to do that work, and be true to yourself. Have fun. Don't be afraid to take chances. You're gonna fail. It's a fact, right? But you only fail when you stop. All right. So it's not really failing. It's you learned, from, you know, or this thing didn't work, but now you're gonna try it again. You know, so that's what we got, man. I want to thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us.
You know, I look forward to connecting with you guys again. I'll be back in Deutschland very soon, as usual.
Most def.
And yeah, man. Now we're gonna have my man Galv. We're gonna actually. I'm gonna put the camera because I gotta go get a wine refill. So I'm gonna put the camera on the lovely, talented Sylvia Harris to see what she got going on. I don't know what she said right there, but vamos. But vamos. Yeah. I think you got to turn that one on.
Is it on?
It's on.
It's on,
Yo,
motherfucker. It's
we
on.
here with my main man Galv, man. Let me tell you, damn, I forgot exactly how we even met. I can't remember exactly how we met, but I do know that when we connected, it was like all love, you know. And I know I reached out to you to.
Maybe we met at Tommy's place, DJ Crypt, for the first time.
DJ Crypt's place in Stuttgart.
I know that I got aware of your existence through DJ Crypt.
When you was in Stuttgart?
I think so. Maybe the little festival outside from Rust, where you came
Super late with the
super late with the
hip-hop.
legends.
with Large Pro.
With
and
Large Pro, exactly.
Yeah. That Rast, because he told me about you,
Alright.
and he was like, "Yo, mom, you got."
And he told me about you. I did the same workshop with his kids there, and you have been there before.
Yep. And he told me about you. He was like, "Yo, he's a good guy. You got to connect with him." And then we eventually connected. I reached out to you because I was coming to the city. I was doing like my little tour, what was it called? The
Did
street
we
music
actually
tour.
like connect by performing in the graffiti store
Yeah.
and outside of it?
I want to say that's where we really started to connect.
Nice. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a nice time, man.
Cheers to that
But yeah,
one.
Yo, post to you, my
You,
brother.
I like when you come in town because it's always special places. Last time I chose the, I made the shop ready for us, and now you took me to this. I don't know what is this.
Yeah. This is a cool spot. And so Galv, for those that don't know, Galv is a cool dude, MC. And the thing is, I didn't know of his stature and status and stuff like that. I just saw he was like a really cool dude with a nice, unique voice. And but then, I come to find out, he got shout out to my man Alex, you know what I'm saying? You got people that got your logo tattooed on their arms and different things. Like this guy's hosting, there's a huge event that takes place in Germany called Tape Fabrik. It's a cool underground festival that takes place, a 2-day festival.
Shout out to the Tape Fabrik.
Shout out to Tape Fabrik, and he's hosting this, and just an overall great dude. And I'll be in Nuremberg. I stay at the crib. It's my
That's
guy.
why I'm asking. Like, why do you say my crib if you can spend time here, bro?
Hey man, this is the place to stay right here. You know what I'm saying? But hey man, thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I want to ask you some questions right away. Like,
Okay, let's go.
when did you get into hip hop, bro?
Early.
And what made you get into it?
Early. Like the hip hop thing, more graffiti than anything. But
Okay.
I think the first touching point is always dancing, because I think as a child you are all into
Intrigued
the
by the
movement.
music
yes.
and the
So I think the part of the culture that touched me first was hip hop. It was breaking, so really early, but it was not like that serious. Then the graffiti thing, while listening to rap, became a thing, and rapping took over for me. Also pretty early. I think I saw 8 Mile in the cinema when I was 12. And
That'll
even
do
though
it.
I watched the German version, they kept the battle sequences in English. In the original voice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And that touched me in a way that was not. I couldn't filter it, and I stepped out the cinema and kicked my first freestyle rap. That's the true
Vamos.
story.
Yeah.
Vamos. And then I kept freestyling for some time, 2 years.
And you're originally from
Rottweil. Rottweil,
Which
home
is
of
where
the
the
dog Rottweiler.
Oh.
Small town, oldest town in one of the biggest interstates of Germany in the southwest. And yeah, that's where I watched 8 Mile in the small
Nice.
local cinema.
And growing up, who were some of your favorite U.S. rappers and German rappers?
So many, bro.
I mean, give me
I'm a student of the game, man.
yeah, that's a great thing to be.
Yeah. So I consumed from the age of 12 and so on. I consumed anything I could get my hands on, like German rap. Anything that was new to me was good for a minute, right? And some of it stuck with me. So of the German ones, the one that made me write my first rap, so got me from freestyling to put my hand on the paper, was Torch. Like for so many. Blauer Samt, Kapitel 29, first sound, Kinski,
So this was you.
Kinski sample.
So this was somebody that you really looked up to.
Bro, that's the crazy part. And I know we have talked about this a lot. Like, my life is crazy about
We're gonna
what
get into
touched
that.
me.
Don't know because
We don't have that much time. Like, I have to bring the little one at home. But I heard the intro, like this is a story representative for many people in Germany, rappers. Like they listen to the intro of Blauer Samt, the album from Torch, and it touched them differently.
And then on top of that, you actually have a song with this man.
Yes.
On your
yes,
last album.
Yes. Which came basically 20 years after I met him the first time, which I was about to tell. So I started to write because of him. And I was writing my ass off for 2 years and working on my first raps like a 14-year-old when I first met him. But yeah, until the day I looked up to him like a god. Then I met him in person. Then I got disillusionized.
Crazy.
You see, they always say never meet your heroes, right?
Yeah, don't meet your idols.
Don't
as they
meet
say.
your idols. I'm the opposite. I met all my idols, and I met him immediately.
And everybody was cool.
He was completely different from what I expected, which is a lot of times what hurts people. But for me, it was a learning. And we became friends, and we are friends ever since.
Yeah,
so I
Torch-
know the guy that basically inspired me to write my first raps. I know him since I'm 14.
That's your peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Torch. Torch is a great guy. I
Shout
got
out to the
nothing
whole
but love and
Heidelberg
res-
posse.
No, and Tony L.
Of
Great
course,
guy.
of course.
Very nice guy.
Yeah.
I know the Stieber twin. I know Martin is the one I mostly know.
Yes, Martin Stieber.
And I never met Cora E. That's
I met her.
never
We
met.
I was on stage with them 2-3 weeks ago with
I
Curse
saw.
together.
I saw
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah.
And I was gonna just mention that, you also on that same song you also have Samy Deluxe,
Yes.
which I mean he's another huge
Yes.
legend,
Whom
German
I
hip-hop
met
legend.
through Torch on stage, which was a good thing on stage. So I could basically
And you also
establish a good relationship because
and
the rappers.
Morlockk is on that same record too,
Yes.
which is another super dope rapper producer.
I would say he's the Endgegner. He's the final. What do you call it? Final
Yeah,
boss. The final boss of the
Yeah.
German rap game. You could call him that.
Yeah, his beats are crazy.
Also.
He has a very unique voice.
Yeah, but
flow,
what he does with the lyrics, like this is the part that you are missing, obviously, because you don't know
the
German.
language,
But just ask people about his writing.
sick.
It's never been done before. It's completely not. No one was aware of the possibility that it can exist until he did it.
He's bending
And-
words and doing.
Yeah, he has like the biggest vocabulary in German literature.
Wow.
Literally, there's studies on it. He has the biggest vocabulary of all Germans ever
Big up,
studied.
big up, big up. So, what are you currently working on now? So, you have a tour coming up with you and Figo.
Figo and I
the
did an album last year. Small tour, nothing special.
Yeah, but
Couple
you,
of cities.
and now you have one because you did one. A couple
We did
of
the
months
first
ago.
round a couple of months ago.
now
Now
you
we do
have
the
another
second
one
round
coming.
in spring. Yeah.
And what are some of the cities you're hitting up?
Well, we're going to the big.
I saw Luxembourg on the list.
Yeah, we're going to the label.
Shout out
I
to
I
David.
forced Figo to contact them
Yeah,
because
shout
he's
out.
going there all the time, and they invited me like 6 or 8 years ago, and I had the time of my life. They curated a huge festival and invited me. It was so dope. I spent the whole weekend there, and I've been waiting for them to book me ever since. And when I got the album with Figo, I was like, ask them. They probably make something happen, and they are, and I'm grateful for that.
Shout out to David, the whole
Yes.
Luxembourg crew, Corby, my man
Yes.
DJ PC.
Yeah, they're the legends from there. So we have the big cities: Berlin, Hamburg, Vienna. We're going to Vienna
Oh,
as well.
nice. Okay.
And then a couple more. We're playing here in Fürth, close to Nuremberg,
Mhm.
and then I'll probably organize a little bit more for myself in the autumn again.
So, what are the projects you have coming out? So this album is out, and I had the vinyl shipped to Offenburg, so I got,
got it?
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.
Hey,
you know what I'm
thank you
saying?
for getting it.
Nah,
bro.
bro. I respect what you do. I love your.
You know that's
I
mutual.
love you as a person. You know,
Yes.
like forget about the
Yeah,
music. You know,
Yeah.
you're just a great dude, and you show genuine love, and I
Yeah.
always want to reciprocate.
And we have
it
a
back.
very, very similar
yeah
way of
yes,
hustling,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. We hustle, baby. Ya
All
tu
the
sabes.
time.
And my
Ya
man
tu
speaks Spanish, and he
sabes.
speaks Spanish.
Vamos.
Vamos, amigo. So you spent some time in
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Some time is good. Half a decade.
Wow.
Yes.
And you learned the language over
I
there.
learned the language. It was pretty easy because I'm half Italian. It's basically a
Paisano.
Paisano, yes.
Okay.
Ah, es por eso que estamos aquí, en la
Ah,
casa
En la casa de puro it's called?
del puro, ¿no?
En la
All
casa
right.
del
Yeah,
puro.
that's right.
Pero del puro qué?
Del puro tabaco, amigo.
Okay. And okay, so what? I know you was working on another album with.
Yeah, I'm working on so many
you're working
albums.
on- like
bro.
me. It's very
Yeah,
similar.
but I'm not telling about no ones
Yep,
anymore. I'm
yep.
not doing it anymore
Yep.
because now it's still Transrapid time. If you never heard my new album, listen to this. Transrapid is a very good album. I'm very happy
Produced
with it.
entirely by
By
Figo.
Figup, and it's not for all those who know Figup and haven't listened to it. It's not what you will expect. Figup is such a dope and versatile producer.
Hard-working guy too.
Insanely working dude. Like he's driven. There's no other way to say it. He's driven, and now he's driving the Transrapid, which is a magnetic train,
I like that.
and we will pick you up. Just
I like how you did
get
that
your
one.
ticket.
I love it. Well, look, I don't want to take a ton of your time, but we're gonna do something a little different and casual. You know,
All right. What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna sit here and sip my wine. You know, you're gonna sit there and sip your wine.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and just throw on this one song that we have. You know.
Oh
what I'm
no, you
saying?
want to rap now?
Yeah, I'm just. We just gonna freestyle. We're just gonna just out in the cuff. You know, I got this one song that we did. Me and my main man Galv and Maniac.
And Maniac, shout out.
Shout out to Maniac. I'm in Regensburg on Saturday.
You give him a big hug from my side.
Samstag, right?
Ja, Samstag. Du bist Samstag bei Achim Schneemann.
Genau.
Akeem Snowman. That's
Genau.
his name. Akeem Snowman.
Akeem?
Akeem like Elijah one, but Snowman.
Really?
Yes.
I like it. So,
Good guy.
I'm trying to find this thing here, and I don't know why it's not actually. Okay, here we go. Hold on. We're just going to improvise. You know, we're not going to turn this as nothing crazy. But I would like to, because I never actually performed this song with you.
We didn't?
9?
Not the three of us?
Never. Only
Because-
we did the video.
Because Maniac and me we performed
Yeah,
it already
I
twice.
saw the video.
Yeah.
I saw one video in Stuttgart.
Yes, that was
That was the first
insane.
one.
That was insane.
And then I'm going to perform it with Maniac on Saturday.
Okay, so now we perform it.
So now we perform it, and then we got to get the three of us to perform it. You know, I have a big tour in
Are you coming
September.
back?
I think what I'm going to do, so I'm
Like
here
this is kind of weird to meet you on a stream and not like have a.
yeah, it's crazy because we're meeting on the stream, but we're here.
Yeah, we're
You know,
here.
we're
and
here
we
together,
actually
y'all.
we didn't meet before, like since we saw last time. Since we
yeah,
met last time,
yeah, but
where
I
you
have
stood
a
at
big
my
tour.
place for some
yeah,
time.
yeah, but I have a tour coming, a bit like like I'm doing Luxembourg, the Level Fest in September. I have like, I
okay,
have,
so
I
you're
just
back
got-
in autumn.
I got a big because I have a lot of other stuff to do in the U.S. I have
Like
some
what?
stuff- Yeah, I have a run
Like
I'm doing in the
like
Midwest.
save the economy.
I got a battle against Trump now. And I'm working on a lot of stuff with the VR stuff, so I got to kind of be. But I'm doing like a Midwest, Denver. I'm doing a run over there. I'm just doing a whole bunch of stuff. But I might come before September, but definitely I'm here September, October, because I have like already like 4.
Yeah, you hit me
big
up
gigs.
as usual.
But my point is, we
We
definitely
perform
gonna
this back,
do
yeah.
our song
Yeah.
together, you know, because we
Okay.
never did that.
Okay,
But,
we'll try that
and I
now.
want to
I might freestyle because I don't know the lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Egal.
Once I hear it, maybe. Egal.
Egal. And I'm doing a project where, you know, Raz One.
Yes, I know Razwan.
Yo,
Yes.
Raz One is a monster.
Yeah. I spit on some of his beats.
Yo, he's a
My
monster.
some
Shout
of
out
my
to
verses
Raz
are
One.
on his beats. I don't know what projects these are. I think Crackpack stuff.
Okay. Well,
But
we doing a project. I'm going to Berlin. I'm gonna go to Figup to the store.
when? Next
In
week?
the next like
Because next week I'm there. Whole week.
something like that.
I'm
Yeah.
the whole next week in
I
Berlin.
got Prague on the 12th, and then after that, sometime right after
Okay,
Prague.
so we
I'm
see
gonna
each
go.
other next week in Berlin.
Yeah. And my man, shout out Maximum One, he just moved out there, so I'm gonna go stay with him. But me and Raz wanna
Maximum
do
One from Offenburg.
Yeah.
moved to Berlin?
Yeah, he moved to Berlin.
What the hell?
Yeah. And he's
Now
changing-
at this point of his life,
he's changing his name. He's so focused right now. I was just with him.
he's changing his name to what?
To
Minimum
Maximi-
two?
Maximilian.
He's
That's
not
a good
changing.
one,
That's
though.
his original
That's
name.
his original name. He's
Okay.
like metamorphosizing. We had a show in Dealsdorf.
I love that guy. That guy
Yo,
has so much energy. I haven't
bro.
met him in years, but I know when I meet this guy, it's gonna be exactly the same.
He's, as they say in Offenburg, he's the beste.
Yeah, Mr.
He's
Beste.
so he changing his name
You have to ask this guy about me, because this guy met me way before.
in the early
Yeah,
days.
early.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be with him, but I was saying this that me and Raz are doing an album, and I definitely need you on the album.
I'm on that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm on that.
And let the record show, party people. I was supposed to be on one of the albums. I don't know which album it was.
I don't want to talk about it because it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
get me
easy.
in
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. But I was
no
supposed
in
to
front
be
of
on
you, like
I was supposed to be on one of the albums, but they didn't download the file, and it's all good.
it has nothing
That's
to
my
do with
brother.
me.
Yeah.
I'm innocent.
Yeah.
I'm super organized
Yes,
and innocent.
yes.
But I always do the same mistake. I work with people.
I
love.
Gut, meinen Bruder. All right, so I'm just gonna pop this joint right now. Before I do that, let's just see how. Oh, this is looking nice. Let's see. Whoa.
How is this looking anyways? I
Wow.
can't imagine what it is.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. We got the Big Daddy Kane in
This
there.
is looking like something. Wow. See?
Did you talk about your album already, or one of the
Yeah, I mean, I
1,000
got
albums?
many albums, but yeah, the vintage
About
album
this
is
one, yeah, the vintage
yeah, the
album.
vintage album.
People
I
know
spoke
about
about
that?
it earlier. You know, this vintage album is very special to me.
Yeah.
I was telling them earlier that, you know, when I was younger, you know, I wanted to be famous and a famous rapper and all this stuff. And as I got older, I really embraced my maturity and embraced my ageism. And I care about art now. I care about making good music and connecting with people that want that good music. I've learned that I'm not for everybody,
Yeah.
and everybody ain't for me.
Yeah.
And I'm so comfortable in
Yeah.
my skin, who I am
Yeah.
as an individual,
Yeah.
and being a creative, right, as they say. And this album means so much to me. I mean, I got Nori
You
on
got
the album.
everyone on that.
Everybody. Curtis Blow,
Everybody.
the Brand Nubian. I got
Big Daddy
Lords of
Kane.
the Underground,
The track with him
Big Daddy
is-
Kane, and King Son on the
is
same song.
absurd. You showed me that shit.
Yes, sir. It's
It
an
was the
incredible
one of the
record.
like maybe the one moment last year where I felt jealousy in some way.
Nine.
Yeah. It's not a feeling. It's not an emotion that I cultivate too much, to be honest. But I remember me trying to talk you into featuring me on that album,
that I remember.
and you have a good excuse.
But hey, but it's the
I'm
same.
not a native speaking.
But I'm gonna tell you something. How we're similar is the same. but I'm gonna tell you how it's we're similar, right? Because in that light, you got 3 legends on one song.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Torch,
Yeah.
Samy Deluxe, Morlockk
Yeah.
Dilemma, all
Yeah.
on one record.
yeah.
And that's and you know you deserve that.
Yeah, it does.
You
but
deserve
it-
that.
At the end, it doesn't matter. Like that's exactly what you
Yeah,
were saying.
you
Like,
deserve
it
it,
doesn't
though.
matter, man. We are here for a minute.
That's a fact.
We're doing what we love. That's the most beautiful thing. We can share it, and yeah, to be famous and whatsoever seems really appealing. Like, but no
We just
matter
going.
what,
We
no
just
matter
going.
what,
We just going. You know, I don't fully remember the lyrics all the way,
I
but we're
remember
gonna
yours.
do it.
I
You know,
guess.
and look at the speaker we got here. You know,
What the hell
this is
that?
hip hop, bro.
Can people see this? Let
Yeah.
me show this.
That is-
This is
Yeah,
our
they
this
can
is
see
our stereo, guys.
We gonna do it.
Okay, let's
yo,
do this.
hey yo, I ain't with the chit chat. Say the small talk for the birds. I'm more focused on getting paid off of these words. You can't with the all that cash schemes. I wasn't born yesterday. You can't sell me a dream. I'm a hustler to the core, destined to make it happen. Spent a lot of years hoping and wishing to make it rapping. Now I'm living in the moment, my own path, on way, whatever the last, no shortcuts. And I solemnly swear to keep it all the way real. So long as I'm here, standing firm with my 10 toes down on the ground, putting work. In case you didn't know how I get down, the best kept secret. Maybe they'll get it later. Care less about a hater. They used to laugh and make jokes. Now I got my weight up.
So of course I tell them pay up.
Now we gotta sell us.
We've
been living it.
This ain't no regular scheme.
We
It's
legitimate. Shout out Maniac, baby.
You remember the nothing but
heat when you drop the needle
and let the record spin.
Ain't gotta sell us a dream.
We've been living it.
This ain't no regular scheme. It's
Legitimate.
All right.
Let's go, Galv.
Oh, there's my voice on it. So I do the low
Not
voice.
really, so much.
The record spin.
Rap.
Check the chart.
Box, aber
Better
keiner hat mir
be-
gesagt, der Scheiß ins Stehen Drops, ich will managen. Jedes
Kleinste
Detail. Glaub mir, die Kunst ist der kleinste Teil. Ich will kein Booker sein, aber kann es auch. Vor allem, wenn ich der Letzte bin, der an mich glaubt. Promomaterial, Grafiker. Ich bin Content Creator und Grafiker. Hast du schon mal in meinem Shop bestellt? Ich bin nicht nur Investor, ich verschicke es auch selbst. Du machst Urlaub, gehst am irgendeinem Strand. Ich mach Tourlaub, hängt am Merchandise-Stand. Du hast keinen Bock. Neben Rap hab ich 2 Jobs. Ich red Runden mit Kunden, bevor ich mich aufs Bike hock. Richtig, ich war Fahrradkurier. Vielleicht war ich auch ein paar Mal bei dir. Ich hab nichts geerbt, hab mich auch nicht beschwert. Denn genau deshalb nehm ich Business ernst. Du gehst betteln für Fame und die Endorphine. Ich schwör, Rap zahlt mir irgendwann eine Immobilie.
go.
Und das ohne Stress. Ich mein, weißt du auch, wenn ich den Text nicht kann, freestyle ich raus. Mit meinem Mann Focus. Und ich bleibe so focus.
Yeah,
In diesem
vamos.
Showbiz.
Now they gotta sell us a dream. We've been living it.
This ain't no regular scheme.
It's legitimate.
We real gentlemen, meet 'em and you
Remember they nothing but heat and we gotta do this and let the record spin. Ain't gotta sell us a dream. We've been living it.
This ain't no regular scheme.
It's legitimate.
We real gentlemen, meet 'em and you
Hey,
remember
I
the
forgot the words too, but it's okay.
Shout out to Maniac.
Yes, yo, shout out Maniac.
Um,
Maniac.
We asked him to do like the easiest hook he could imagine.
Hey, he did a great job, man. He did a great job.
We're like, we need a very, very rememberable hook that everyone can rap.
Hey, man, Maniac is a fucking genius, excuse my language,
he's,
because this guy raps in English. He raps in Bavarian. He got like the Bavarian rap style, right? And
And can mix it.
he can mix, and he makes beats. And he is co-owner of a record shop called T-Rex, which will be
And
there
he's like
this
an
Saturday.
incredible human being. That's like the main
Great
point.
guy.
Super great,
Great
guy. No,
guy.
he's like on another level, like of
But
being
this
nice.
is, you know, this is why I'm so fortunate, because I get to connect with. I've connected with many people,
yeah.
but then there's certain people that I get like the extra connection
Yeah.
with. You're one of them. Maniac is one of them. Like
Yeah.
I could care less if we make music or not. Like I want to chill. We could have some wine, you know,
Yeah.
and that's special to me. But I know that you are kind of pressed for time. If there's anything that you want to kind of let the people know about what's coming, what you're doing, or any words of encouragement. More importantly, words of encouragement, because we all live. I was on the train today on the Deutsche Bahn.
But you got encouraged.
The
You
Deutsche
got
Bahn
discouraged.
yeah, I got discouraged. I was trying to maintain my patience. You know, I was trying to practice
Well, this
patience.
so I'm doing this all the time. Like these little situations in your daily life that test you. They're always a very good, yeah. How do you say that? They're a good measurement for how balanced you are. So I got a very good relationship with the Deutsche Bahn, though it got worse and worse with every year that I used it. But because like I don't have any expectations when I take the train,
Okay.
so I don't get disappointed first of all, and then every disadvantage has an advantage.
That's a fact.
You can book your trains if you do it often enough. You know how it works, so you can book actually buy, like intentionally, your trains the way that they will be delayed by a certain time, so you can recover the costs.
That's true.
And while everyone around you will, with the increasing delay, be increasingly frustrated,
Yeah.
you're just relaxed. And I take, how do you say, changeovers in some cities for extra long, because I like the area around the train station. So this is my life.
Yeah.
Advice to you: continue booking trains with the Deutsche Bahn, and if you get carried away, you might put on your headphones and you will listen to the Transrapid, which would have been the alternative
I
for the
like
Deutsche
that.
Bahn in Germany.
This guy is swift. I like that one. And what about for like upcoming artists? rappers.
I
stuff
think
like
I'm
that?
the
What kind of
worst
words?
advisor for them.
9. You're
Yeah.
giving good. You were a grinder who had to work for everything. So
I'm working for everything,
So
but
give them-
I
give them-
never I actually never did it. Like if you have a goal and you can formulate it. How do you say it? Formulate? No, you
Mhm.
can
if you have a goal and you could put the plan in place
articulate
and-
it.
Yeah.
Precisely. Then you will reach it. For me, I never started rapping for articulated goals.
Mm.
I'm always inner driven. I discovered early in my life that it is not going away. Everything in my life has changed fundamentally several times, and I mean fundamentally, basically everything changed, and the only thing that stuck with me is rhyming at the end of the day. It always comes out and has to come out. So everything else is a byproduct. But also, some dreams seem not to be articulated by me, but they just happened.
Do the work
And they
that you
were
do.
there, and then the self-drivenness took me to the point where they realized, where they manifested. So maybe the advice is to keep the noise,
to a minimum.
low enough so the whatever speaks through you is loud enough so you can listen to it from
like
time to
that.
time, not all the time, and then anything will fall into place. But this is not only for rap; that goes with everything I do.
I like that. And I have a question. Are you open to, let's say, if there's any other artists from like the U.S. and because I always have a lot of people that they always ask me like, "Yo, Focus, I would love to go to Europe with you or Focus." That's why I kind of did this tour.
To sleep at my place like you did.
Yes.
Should
Now
I,
you have that.
should I start a hostel?
Now you have that. Now you have the extra room, which is nice. But now listen, a lot of people always asking me, and that's part of why I did this local live stream tour because it was, aside from me wanting to connect with the local talent, I also wanted this to be a resource for other artists that watch this
Yeah.
that want to connect. So
Yeah.
let's say there's an artist or
Yeah.
producers that want to connect with you from the
Always.
U.S. So are you open and
Always.
interested to that?
Always.
And what's the best way
Always.
for artists or producers to contact you? What's the best way?
Whatever you find on Instagram, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have,
always. But that's me as a person.
Yeah.
When I was not a rapper, officially, whatever, I was living in Ecuador. I was renting a house, and I was accepting, for example, every couch surfer. This is like couch surfing.
Yep.
The app that
let
was
them-
contacting everyone. I didn't
Wow.
care who it was. It was like some bad people, but
let 'em
like
come.
90% amazing experiences.
Yeah.
I consider myself a cosmopolitan. Like, of course, I'm fortunate.
Yeah.
I'm a white guy from Germany. My passport allows me to basically go wherever I want to, but I love to connect
That's what's up.
outside of the
The norm.
norm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's
Außerhalb der Norm.
I think. Well, I know that you're doing great things. Aside from the rap stuff, we have our personal conversations,
Yes.
and I love to see
Yes.
and hear the progress. of
I
some of the
can't wait
things.
to visit you at your place.
Bro.
And it's gonna
I'm
take
gonna
me
be-
some more years. I know, maybe even already next year, but I know it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be.
Hey.
I feel it right now. It's gonna
Bro,
be such
your
a
room,
fulfilling
your
moment.
room is waiting.
Yeah.
I got the whole kitchen downstairs. I got everything. Alice. I even have a gym down there now. I bought
wow!
a
So we
treadmill.
can.
Yeah, I bought a treadmill. I have weights. I have everything. The whole. If you're there in the summertime in the backyard, I got the pull-up bar, so we can go all
So we
out.
can pull out bars.
We can go. We can go. I got 2 weight bars. We could go all out if we come during the warm weather. But this year I have. Yeah, I swear I'm.
I
Yeah,
needed
have
that. I came
people-
only. I just recognized that I came today here only for that. I needed to hear that because it doesn't matter if it's going to happen. I know it's going to
Yeah,
happen,
it's gonna
but
happen.
when
bro.
it's going to happen, maybe in 15 years.
9.
No, it can't. Yeah,
Bro,
it kann sein.
That's
Scheißegal.
easy. That's easy.
Time is just the.
Yeah, but it's an easy one because bro, that's like an easy one. You just book the flight quick. You could get it
Oh,
cheap.
it's not easy for me.
Yeah, you
I
just-
tell you
you just
why.
need about
I
10
did.
days.
I did. That's exactly the point. I've tried this when I was young, and it was always about a couple of weeks, and they always turned into years. And I'm serious, bro. I tried this
Yeah,
twice.
This is different. This is different because this is a place where you could come for.
No, I'm not
7
saying. I'm not
days,
saying. I'm not saying
and
that
then
I'm
you
gonna
could
stay
leave,
for
and then you
years
could-
at
no,
your
no, no.
place.
now, now what I'm saying is like, yo.
What
I
I'm saying
mean-
is, I'm gonna be in fucking New York. It's gonna
Yes.
be me in New York, and I'm not gonna
That's a
leave
fact.
until I did,
Yeah, but
until I am
what
the
I'm
city.
saying is that you can come, you can stay for a week,
Yeah.
go back,
Yeah.
come back again
yeah.
for another week,
Yeah.
do it as you like. You know what I'm saying? But it would be my pleasure, bro. I can't wait for
Brother
you
got worried for a second. It's like,
I
oh,
was
why
like,
you
wait a
gotta stay
minute. I mean,
years
like,
at my
nah,
place?
I was like, huh? I had to use the German. Huh?
Hä? Was hat
Nah.
er vor?
Was? Nah. Listen, my brother, I thank you so much for taking the time out.
Yes.
You know, it's good to
Thank
see
you. Thank you for
Um,
this. Such a
and-
good idea, man. Such a nice place. I'll be
Yeah,
here
this-
regularly.
Nah, this is
Thank
a
you.
good shout out to Sylvia for
Thank you,
right
Sylvia.
there, and look at her working on that amazing. Oh man,
Oh
Kane
man.
Kane is looking like something. It's crazy. Yeah, she's incredible, bro. Like she's incredible with her work
Amazing.
that
Amazing.
she does, and for me, it's so exciting to finally get to kind of team up with her on something because, bro, her work is incredible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that I got my main man Galv here. And yeah, bro, I look forward to making some more music with you. I
Oh
look
man,
forward to
so much.
performing our song one day together, or the three of us.
The three of
Because
us.
now I'll get Maniac, but I won't get you.
On Saturday,
And you leave,
I'll be in
on-
Berlin already.
yeah. Easy. But I'm gonna go to Berlin,
Promise me to give him a hug.
a big one.
I know it's like a
It's
German thing,
Maniac.
but give him a hug.
I'm gonna give him a hug 'cause that's my guy. And you're my guy, and you know we're all together. Any other last words or anything that you wanna kind of let the people know about anything or?
No. Everything is good, man.
Alles
If it's
gut.
not good, it's gonna
Get better.
get better.
Yeah,
And if it's good, it might get worse for some time, and then it gets better again.
that's life.
That's how it goes. Exactly.
life.
That's it.
That's
That's it.
life. Yeah, bro.
You
well,
don't have the one without the other.
That's for sure. Oh, I have one more question for you.
Oh yeah.
Right now, who are your top? If you had to pick German or U.S., doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Who are your top? Like, what's getting rotation for you right now on your Spotify, your Apple Music? Like what three artists are getting like rotation right now?
So I'm not listening to too much new stuff. That's a bit difficult always, but it was always like that. Yeah. When I started, I was listening to already 10-year-old albums. That's what inspired me.
Okay.
But right now I'm in a phase where I finished the album. Yes. So rap is like, if I find the energy to listen to something, it's mostly the beats I want to write on now. But when I go to the gym, I have a playlist, so I can give you like the meine Pumper liste.
The music that's in giving you motivation.
So this is, I'm lifting weights since 1 year, and if I have to go to the limit, I'm always it ain't safe from Skepta.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Like that.
Every diss record Kendrick Lamar dropped the last 12 months is motivating me pretty much. And I'm gonna give you the music that's not rap, okay? So, I cry once a week to songs of Nati Peluso.
Okay.
I'm going to see her in concert Tuesday in Berlin. If you live in Berlin or you are in Berlin next week, Tuesday is the concert of one of the probably most spectacular artists I've ever witnessed. Argentinian
I'm not familiar.
Nati Peluso, man. We got aware of her when she was freestyling or rapping over like lo-fi beats.
Wow.
And she was wild in Spanish. And my guys heard that shit without knowing a single word in Spanish. We were like, oh, that's nuts. And I was like, this woman is crazy. And she basically disappeared for 5 years. And she came back, got a Sony deal, and made one of the greatest pop albums you can tell, like
Wow.
for like popular music with
In Spanish.
ballads, Spanish. Insane. That woman is insane. Yes. I love the new Manu Chao album. And Yeah. If you don't know the album really from J.J. Cale, you should know it really.
See, that's dope. You're
That's
giving
that's what
valuable.
you
You're
know.
giving
This is way
valuable
more
information
valuable
right
than
now.
anything. This is like this is real music. Rap
Nah.
is real music as well, but
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I often don't actually listen to a lot of rap music. Like I know it was cool when I did like my first tour, my second tour with Edo G, and like the next. I did a lot of tours with different people. None of us, when we're driving on the car,
Yeah.
we're not listening to
Yeah.
rap music. We're listening to
Yeah.
R&B, soul music,
Yeah.
stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know, I love rap.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
But I like a lot of other music. I love jazz, and I love to discover new music. Like right now, I'm gonna
Yeah.
rewind this later, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
listen to the people that you
Yeah.
mentioned, and I'm gonna just listen to that.
Yeah. And if you're then still not satisfied, listen to Transrapid. Thank you so much, brother.
Yo, my brother. Ah. Always love, bro. Always love, man. It's a pleasure to. I'm gonna put this camera on the painting because Sylvia has to work. I did my job. I did my job. Now we wait for Sylvia to finish. Hey, vamos a trabajar. Vamos. Did I meet her before? Yes, I did. I met you before in the car. At one point, it was 17 people there. At one point, it was 13 people there. At one point, it was 8 people there. Let's see. Now there's 5. So you better. Vamos.
Oh, it's with a delay or?
Now it's 6. Come on, they're waiting for you. Yo, they waiting for you. Hurry. Vamos, chica. How do we say it in German? Hurry up. Schnell, schnell, schnell. Schnell, schnell, schnell. Nein, we say schnell. Yo, so don't go nowhere. My man Galv he gotta drop his daughter off, but he'll be back. And then Sylvia's slacking, but she's gonna get back to work and finish up this painting. So Stay with us. Stay with us. Let's put some music. Let's put a little music. I play a little music. But I have to play my music because I have to play my music because if not, then it's copyright stuff.
Yeah, you know, I'm hopeful that one day we'll have true freedom. Financial freedom, spiritual freedom, freedom of choice. Life is filled with trials and tribulations, and people that are often trying to test your patience. Stay focused, my young brothers and sisters. Keep on your mission. Don't let them try and change your position. Your existence is worth more than anything. You are the future, so you could do anything if you put your mind to it. Trust me, ain't nothing to it. Together we can get through it. Imagine you put that same energy into something positive. I'm from the same place you from. I know how hard it is. All the problems and obstacles to overcome. But no matter what, we'll find a way to get it done. To all my single mothers on their own, going through it. I know at times you feel alone. Just keep your head up, no matter how hard things may be. Someday we will all be free. Someday we will all be free. Yeah. Someday we will all be free. Yeah. Take it from me. One day we will all be free.
Freedom.
One day we will all be
Hello.
free. Freedom.
Yo, they try to force you to be some way. Gunplay, the streets are one way. End your week Sunday. We all need light from a sun ray, but we stay underground like a subway. Some say we will agree someday. I don't walk, I take off on the runway. Freedom for all. I wish I could bottle that. Instead we got dictators and autocrats. Love what we hold, days getting old. Running with your soul, government control. You acquiesce, couldn't pass the test. Half the mess, can't be that possessed. End up in mass arrest. Sadomaso kiss, cops blasting us. Steady asking us what we want. We just want happiness.
Someday we will all be free. Someday we will all be free. Free. Yeah. One day we will all be free. One day we will all be free. Yeah. Freedom. One day we will all be free. One day we will all be free. Freedom. Freedom. One day we will all be free. One day we will all be free. Freedom. Freedom. One day we will all be free. Yeah. One day we will all be free. Freedom. Freedom. One day we will all be free. One day we will all be free. Freedom. Freedom. One day we will all be free. Yeah. One day we will all be free. Freedom. Freedom. One day we will all be free. One day we will all be free. Freedom. Freedom.
But I think they had some issues. I think they wanted to do that shit like 2 years ago when they wanted to do the licenses for
Grateful for all I had. I want to get like my life. Grateful for the dreams that I live. For my friends and my family. Grateful for all I had. My life. For the dreams that I live. For my friends and my family. Yo, I wasn't born rich with a silver spoon in my mouth. Poverty is what you saw when you stepped out my house. Crack vibes by the incinerator. Broken elevators. Street cameras doing numbers on their calculators. My mother did the very best that she could. Another broken family. Growing up in the hood. Father wasn't there, but we never made no excuses. Kids laugh when you pay with food stamps, they were ruthless. Brother built character and gave me tough skin. I never lost hope, even when my chances look slim. For success, nothing less, always gave it my best. Strive to see 25 and make it out of the jacks. After the rain comes the sun. I'm thankful for everyone. I played a role in making me the man that I become. If it wasn't for the struggles, then I wouldn't be here. I'm so thankful for my family and all of my peers. Grateful for all I have. My life. völlig entspannt. In der Stadt bin ich bekannt wie meine Sticker an der Wand. Der Weg dahin war schwer und nicht immer war es fair. Mit Handicap im Endeffekt hab ich mich nie beschwert. Hab's genommen wie es kommt, es ist wie es ist. Hab bekommen was ich wollte, schreib es uns gefeiert mit. Bin dankbar für das Leben, dankbar für die Szene. Dankbar für die Mucke wie der Wind in meinen Zähnen. Nicht immer war es leicht, manchmal auch verdammt hart, ja. Auch dafür bin ich dankbar. Das Beste draus gemacht und ich verwirklich meine Ziele. Hab das alles nur geschafft mit guten Freunden und Familie. Ich hab viele, die mich unterstützen und das schon seit Tag 1. Ihr wisst, wer ihr seid. Danke, dass ihr da seid. Dankbar. Grateful for all I had. Für die Mucke, my life. Scheiß auf mit Rap. For the dreams that I live. Es ist fast perfekt. For my friends and my family. Zeig Respekt. Ich bin dankbar. Grateful for all I had. Für die Mucke, my life. Scheiß auf mit Rap. For the dreams that I live. Es ist fast perfekt. For my friends and my family. Zeig Respekt.
Yo, I see it and I hate it. I see it and I hate it. Trust me. Yeah. We here. We rocking. But let me tell you something. I want y'all to hear this one right here. This is a little sneak peek. This is This is a nightcap. Okay. If you made it into side B, we made it to side B on my new album, which is called Good Wine and Conversation. This is what it sounds like. It's a rough. I'm gonna let you rock. Nightcap, you can hear the wine pouring and everything. Listen, y'all, this is from my new album. It's a lo-fi album. have to finish it. All right, look, Sylvia's talking about she can't finish it. That's if you ask me, that's some bullshit. But you know, hey, hello. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, all right, all right. Yeah, yeah. Okay. You do this for the love. Hello, hello. You do this for the love. Are we gonna get this to Big Daddy Kane? We're gonna do this. We're gonna get this to. We're gonna get this to Big Daddy Kane. All right. So, it's the camera's a little blurry right now. I don't know why. All right. Anyway, guys. So look, we're gonna switch things up a little bit because I guess she doesn't. Yeah, she has to work. I don't. But hey, what we're gonna do is, a moment. Yeah, that's fine because I like to keep this to 2 hours anyway, and we're already kind of past the 2 hours mark. So very quick. You took some breaks, but it's okay. I didn't pay you for breaks, but it's okay. Egal. Egal. Ja, alles gut, meine Schwester. Yeah. Okay, so let me just take this one out. Let's put this back here. All right, guys, so look, let me lower this here. So look, we're about to wrap up, okay? I thank you guys so much for rocking out with me, tuning in. Shout out to Mad Rush Funk. Shout out to Sylvia Harris, the most incredible. Look at the work that she's doing right there. Can you look at this? Look at this. Can you move, please? Hello. Yo, look at this. Let me move, B. Get out the way. All right, look. I'm going to put the big camera in a moment. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. So what we're going to do is she's going to finish this at her, she says she's going to finish it and then send it at home, and she's going to send it. But, you know, because we want to keep this to 2 hours. You know, we're not going to sit here and drag this on. But you got to see what we're looking like. You'll see the finished product, I don't know, maybe in a week or something, or 2 weeks. I don't know. But let me turn the camera back. Sylvia, can you go there and just, can you pick up this microphone maybe and just say a few words to the, wait, in a moment. Let me make sure it's on. Okay. So, Sylvie, how was this experience for you?
Thank you, very fine. It was an honor for me. It was a pleasure for me. Okay.
For me, it was a honor to have you here.
That I have to paint all for the love. I do it for the love.
Dankeschön.
You're welcome.
Dankeschön. And
you're welcome.
What? Just so the people understand, what else is missing for this? Because it looks pretty finished, but what else is missing?
No, it's not. It's not finished. I need. What is it in English? The scarf.
How you say Auf in English?
The scarf.
The scarf, yeah.
The scarf. Okay.
Auf in English.
Then I need the hat. Then I put some little bit of structure in it.
Structure?
Yes, yes, yes. And then I have to finish his dress and his arms and so his nipples.
Hallo, Entschuldigung?
Entschuldigung? Yes.
Okay.
But it's a part of it and a little bit of his face.
Okay.
Because he got some wrinkles too.
So
this man is, it's very, very,
so
I love him.
So
because he got wrinkles.
So let me ask you, if you had to make a guesstimate, how much longer do you think to be complete it takes? 2 hours?
I think 2 hours.
2 hours to be fully complete. Okay.
That's realistic.
All right. Well, look, we have the video proof that you did this live. And now we will show the people later when you finish it, the complete product. And then my mission is I'm going to holla at, shout out to my brother Source Money. Source Money is the one that connected me with Big Daddy Kane. But I also will holla at his manager. And we're going to get this to Big Daddy Kane. We're gonna get this to Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
I promise you. We're
Yeah,
gonna get this to
you
Big Daddy
promise
Kane.
me.
Ah,
Yes.
get now. We're
And
gonna
I
get
want
this
a
to.
photo.
We're gonna get this to
I
Big
get a
Daddy Kane
photo.
and a
I
photo.
get a photo back.
This is we have it here on YouTube. I'm gonna make sure that this
I'm looking
happens.
for the invisible camera.
Okay.
I get
So,
a photo back.
so, party people, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Make sure that
Thank
you like,
you.
share, subscribe, and make sure you follow Sylvia Harris Art.
That's right.
The
Focus.
description is inside of the YouTube thing, so make sure you check that out.
That's right. Focus.
And if you're ever interested in getting some artwork for your album cover or something custom, make sure you holler at us. She did my new album, Bottom of a New Level. She did the cover. I actually have to go pick it up tomorrow. I got to go get it scanned, and then that's going to be my new. Anyway, hey, holla at her.
Super, Bruder.
Holla at her if you need some artwork. Holla at my man Galv if you want to get some bars, if you want to give him some beats. And shout out to everybody that tuned in. Thank you for rocking with your boy Fokeezy. Tell your friends Focus TV is the hottest new network on YouTube.
Thank you.
Alta. Alta.
Und komm zum Rauchen vorbei in der
Ja.
Casa del Puro.
Alles gut.
Okay.
Yo, party people, one love. I'll see y'all in the next one, and we'll let you know when this